How can I come up with ideas for chapter 4 of my book? What can I do to write chapter 4 of my book, Rex and Roxy? It's a horror / goth / teenage dark romance book about two 11th graders who love alt-goth music, and they both have family conflicts. Both are older siblings. And I ran out of ideas. TLDR, okay? For, mid-book, act 2 type of slowdowns. Remind yourself of motivations of the characters, their goals, what is the story goal? Because if you have in mind the end, you can backtrack, right? You can backtrack and set up what needs to happen in order to get to that end. So start thinking about the end of the story a little bit if you don't already know what that is. Let's think about the antagonist or your antagonistic forces, whether it is Marco and Mirko plus general supernatural horror. How can we bring the antagonistic forces in your story into conflict with Rex and Roxy, or your character, right? Your characters. And I would say take a moment and give yourself the opportunity to come up with your story structure and start plotting out your beats. And it will make your writing process easier and you can be more confident. But if you hate it, if you hate doing story structure, I feel you. Listen, I understand. Do what you need to do what's best for you. But those are the places that I would start looking for. Okay, what can happen in chapter 4? What is your B story? What are the side characters doing? What's happening in the world? And then what are the consequences, the natural flow of consequences coming out of things that you've already had happen in the story, right? They confessed to each other. So what's natural consequences of that? Or there was a misunderstanding, as much as I really don't like unnecessary misunderstanding. It's teenagers, okay? There's always misunderstandings. Perhaps there's a misunderstanding. So what are the consequences of that? One or both of them have something that happens in their family. What are the consequences of that? All of that kind of stuff. So those are the places that I would go to start, picking the pace back up a little bit. Do some puzzle, solving the puzzle in your mind a little bit. Think about it a little bit. But anyway, what's your answer?